go to yours, right?
Yes.
And then, okay, here we are.
And then also make sure you put your
Ya te
phone
veo.
on. Put your phone on
Silent.
yeah, or do not disturb.
Got it. Oh, do not disturb is better.
Yeah, and then I'm
Okay.
okay. Hang on.
Okay,
And then I think you can
ya te mandé el request.
see.
I
Okay,
think.
there it is. Hello, everybody. We are live, transmitting desde Flowerland.
Oh, beautiful. I always love the flowers that you have.
Sí. Hola, Sarahi. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola, hola. Muy bien, gracias. ¿Cómo están?
Let me just make sure everything is set here. We're also transmitting on Facebook, so if anything happens here for our Instagram friends. Okay, just a 2-second to ground and to thank you, Sarahi, for inviting me to be a part of this historical moment. I want to say you are raising funds to help the most vulnerable communities during this pandemic, to help them secure their home. You're helping them pay rent. But tell us more about this initiative and how it came about. Tell us who you are. I know who you are. You are one of my sheroes. You're one of the most inspiring woman I know, and so it is such an honor to be sharing this with you and be performing this concert for you and your organization.
Oh, no, thank you so much. Thank you for joining our effort. This has all been so crazy, like it was an idea not too long ago when this pandemic hit. I think I knew right away that our undocumented community and low-income communities, mixed status families, we were going to be the most impacted. And oftentimes we're the ones forgotten, right, by the government, by big organizations, big foundations. So I kind of mobilized with some of my friends, and we created this collaboration between Live in Peace and Cafeteria and Dreamers Roadmap to organize within ourselves to raise our own private funding outside of our regular programs, right? Because each of us still run like regular program.
Right.
So we decided to collaborate to do this because we knew that the number one need for this pandemic was going to be rent. And people were going to go homeless if they didn't have the money. And the majority of these people are house cleaners, right? Babysitters, people who worked in the service industry, who completely lost their jobs and didn't qualify for unemployment, didn't qualify for the stimulus checks. So where in the world were these families supposed to get any help, financial help, right? So my team and I, and the collaboration that we're doing, I feel so honored and so blessed to be working with like-minded people who trust and believed in this crazy idea. And all of us, right? Like all of us are working like super, super hard to ensure that our families do not go homeless because of this pandemic.
Yes, and you called it first of the month because when we were ordered to be sheltered in place, that was around the half of the March 13, around there, right? So we had 15 days to secure rent. I mean, I remember, and I have a green card, and I have, and I have family, I have a supportive network, and yet I was like, how am I going to do this? Like all my concerts were canceled, and so our communities were really at risk, like you say, and so on behalf of everyone, I thank you. And so we are hosting this fundraiser, and the donations are going to go to Live in Peace because it's one of the organizations that you're partnering with.
Live in Peace.
Live in Peace, exactly. And so on Instagram, we have it right here, so it's so easy. Anyone watching through Instagram, you can just hit the link and it'll guide you through the donation. Anything, no amount is ever so small. And on Facebook, we have the link right there. Anything helps. Your goal is to help 300 families. You've already helped 187 families. That seems a low number, Sarahi, but we're greeting you from the Bay Area, one of the most expensive areas probably in the world. So and we're trying to help families who have more, families, not just one member.
Right.
With, so, and also, would you mind also telling us a little bit about your organization too? I know that this is a separate effort, but nonetheless, I think you work with communities that are vulnerable. You work with especially the undocumented communities. So tell us more about Dreamers Roadmap.
Sure. Dreamers Roadmap, y'all, is an app, a free national mobile app where we help undocumented students across the country find scholarships to go to college. And this too was also created, right, based on my personal story. I was also undocumented. When I was graduating high school, my counselor said that people like me didn't go to college. I believed her. I looked for scholarships back then in 2008. They were still asking for citizenship status, green card, even for scholarships, so it was really hard. I truly believed that people like us couldn't go and that there was no money out there until I moved to the Bay Area, and a lady from my church was like, oh no, yeah, there is scholarships. They're just a little harder to find. They might be smaller. And I was like, this is crazy. So then I started creating like my own database of smaller scholarships that we did qualify. After DACA came out, we were eligible for more scholarships. And the database just continued to grow. So I was able to apply for funding and pitch this idea. I would love to create an app to help dreamers find scholarships, because unfortunately, to this day, right, I travel the country sharing my story and sharing the work in Dreamers Roadmap. The students are still telling me that their counselors are telling them the same thing, right? So I think for me, it's just super important now more than ever to ensure and let these students know that if they do want to go to college, the money is out there. It's harder to find. And do not believe these people when they tell you that you can't, or that you're not good enough, or that because you don't have papers, like you can't go. That's not true. Please, please, please reach out to us. We could help you with the information that we have. If what you need is not on there, we'll help you find resources outside of that. But please, just like if school and education is a passion of yours and you want to do it, because it's not for everybody, we would love to help you in that journey through Dreamers Roadmap. So don't be hesitant to reach out. We would love to help.
You are the best. And for me, it's almost like, because you are the founder of this organization. And if you could do it, you were so young, Sarahi. You were so young, and you had this dream, and you said, I am undocumented. How am I going to go to college? I'm going to make it happen. And you made it happen. So if you could do it, somebody who's undocumented, right? Somebody who doesn't know, did not have the resources that not students have. If you could do it, then I feel like anybody can. And so and I think that speaks of why you have been so successful with this campaign. You've raised so much money already for rent, and you have these bigger goals, and I know we're gonna make it. And thank you so much. 2 donations have come through. Thank you so much to those people who have donated already. I haven't seen the other one on Facebook, but I know that we're gonna make it happen, and I am so moved. And I know you have 2 babies to take care of. I mean, how do you do it? We're gonna have a separate interview.
That's like a whole other.
I'm going crazy, woman, with all the stuff I have to do, and I don't have kids. I don't have family. I don't even have a partner, right? Like, you are the best, and thank you so much for all the work that you do. I'm never gonna stop. Like, just thank you. Thank you.
And thank you. I think, and I've said this on my platforms and like to people that I know, you are one of the few artists that your lyric just hits home so much, right? And I think for people watching now and for people that watch later, like you'll understand what I mean. If this is the first time you hear Diana, you're just such a beautiful soul. You're such a beautiful energy. We're so lucky. I'm blessed to be on this planet with you at this time, because it's people like you, artists, right, that bring joy to our communities when we're hurting. So I really appreciate you for that. Ya me voy a poner a llorar, so I'm gonna go.
Mi vida. Sí, thank you so much.
But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, because we're going through a lot. Our community of color is going through so much. And yeah, just thank you. Thank you for choosing to give us joy today, this morning, to bring funds to this initiative, but just to bring joy in general to our community, our country. I love you so much. Besos. Thank you to the people contributing.
I love you, Sarahi. Thank you. And we'll stay in touch.
I love you.
Stay safe. Te quiero mucho. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, friends. A ver, so I'll take you off here. We're going to stay. So that was a little introduction by a friend, Sarahi, my dear friend. And she's one of my one of my sheroes. I think, I shared a similar story. She was undocumented, and she didn't know that she was undocumented until she started applying for universities. That's when she found out that she actually did not have a social security number, but she found her way through. She went and asked for donations. She gathered enough money to enroll herself in a university. That was her dream, and she made it happen. And now she has this beautiful organization called Dreamers Roadmap, which is an app that helps students navigate through the different programs that are helping undocumented youth so that they can go to college. And so Dreamers Roadmap, along with Live in Peace and Cafania organizations, grassroots organizations from East Palo Alto, came together so that they could raise funds so people could pay rent. Just something as simple as paying rent can make us feel so much stress. And the communities they serve are mainly 95% are immigrants, and most of them are undocumented people. So they're not getting stimulus checks. They're not getting help from the government. And so this is why we're coming together to help them. It seems like a lot of money that they've raised already, but it's actually only helping 187 families. Their goal is to help 300 families. And so that's why they're trying to raise this much. So thank you so much to the people that have already donated. I'm gonna play a few songs throughout this hour and inviting you to join. Please ask others to join as well. And first and foremost, I want to acknowledge the land that we're in and our ancestors who inhabited first, and acknowledge that we're on Ohlone land, and acknowledge the state of our world. And right now, I also want to stand in solidarity with our sisters and brothers who are in the struggle of fighting for racial justice, our Black brothers and sisters. I'm with you. We see you. We support you. We are with you on this, as long as it takes. And together, we're gonna heal our wounds through music, through action, through love, through activation, through strategy, through mobilization. We're gonna make it happen. Nos cubre el dolor, mi cuerpo será una estrella cuando la luz nos cubra los poros. Seremos de verdad, y le llamarás amor a todo. And at this moment, I want to acknowledge and honor the lives that have been lost. There was a personal loss in my family. I lost my father in January. However, the lives that I'm holding dear in my heart are the lives of the African American men, the youth that have died, the youth that did not have a chance to say goodbye, those mothers with Black sons who could not say goodbye. I was fortunate to be by my father's bedside when he passed. And it was so strange because I was in pain for seeing his body debilitate and perish. Yet there was a certain type of, I don't want to say joy, but I was grateful that I was able to be there with him. A lot of these people that are experiencing death in a family did not have the chance to hold a hand. Anyway, so I just want us all to keep in our minds and in our hearts those people that are in physical pain, but also in emotional pain. To the mother of George Floyd, to the mother of Ahmaud, Brianna, of Alex Nieto, of Oscar Grant, to the mothers of my sisters in Ciudad Juárez, to the mothers of all the women that have died during this pandemic, to domestic violence. I hear you, I see you, I feel you, and I cry with you. My heart cries with you. Recibo de la luz su brillo, el miedo vuela y lo derrito con él. Recuerdo de tu voz, el sol me cubre con su abrigo, el gris se rinde, ya no hay frío en un segundo, luz, ya estoy contigo, recibo de la luz su brillo, el miedo vuela y lo derrito con él. Recuerdo de tu voz, el sol me cubre con su abrigo, el gris se rinde, ya no hay frío en un segundo, luz, ya estoy contigo. Cuando la luz nos cure el dolor, Mi pueblo será una estrella Thank you so much to the 6 people that have donated on Instagram, people that are watching on Facebook. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you so much for showing up. I think there are so many ways to show up in this moment. There are tangible ways. Donating financially it's a great way to express our love. So if you can do that, thank you so much. But if not, there are other ways in which we can show our support. Elevating our voices, even just you watching this and sharing stories and listening. It's just a beautiful way to be in communion with each other. And so thank you for being here. I want to acknowledge the people that are here. Gabby, thank you so much. Let's see, Blanca Solano, Magic, Mina, Madeline, thank you so much. Sending you all my love. And Gabby, if you're still watching, this is for you. You made a beautiful cover of this song, I'll never forget. Thank you so much. These donations are gonna go to Live in Peace, and to Dreamers Roadmap, and to Cafiana, who are helping families in East Palo Alto to pay rent, to secure a roof above their heads for them and their children. A lot of these people that live in East Palo Alto do not have documents. They cannot get stimulus checks. And so we're helping them with your donations. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I begin to realize, and I begin to find the way out, and I begin to move my feet and walk along the path that is new to my eyes, that is new to my eyes, because the sun is bright, 'cause the day won't die until I sleep, until I sleep at night, 'cause the sun is bright, 'cause the day won't die until I sleep, until I sleep at night. I begin to see the truth, and I begin to see I have nothing to lose, to win my side, to win my side, as the dirt comes off my eyes. I begin to see the road, the life ahead of my old life. después olvidará y ella no morirá hasta que el sol no alumbre más, 'cause the sun is bright, 'cause the day won't die until I sleep, until I sleep at night. Oh, 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 when there are more surprises along the way, and there are more chances to kill the pain, 'cause the sun is bright, 'cause the day won't die until I sleep, until I sleep. Oh, oh. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much to those who have donated and have got us to $1,000, 315 cents, $15. Me cuesta mucho trabajo leer $1,315. Ahí está. En Instagram, en Facebook. A ver, los que nos están viendo por Facebook y YouTube, pónganme ahí una notita cuando han hecho su contribución para hacerles un shout out y agradecerles desde el fondo de mi corazón. Estamos ayudando a familias en el área de East Palo Alto, muy cerquita de donde está la Universidad Stanford. You may have read a lot of research essays and things from that university. However, en esa zona vive mucha de nuestra comunidad indocumentada al este de ese lugar, que are struggling to pay rent. So that's what we have called, or that's why these organizations have called this action the first of the month. Live in Peace has this emergency fund that they have created along with Dreamers Roadmap and Cafiana. So we are so grateful for all the contributions that you are making. Y esta canción se la dedico a todos los que, to those who are missing the nest, el hogar de la infancia, o ese lugar que te hace sentir en casa. Sometimes that's not even a physical place, sometimes that is a state of being. Y yo me imagino que a veces nos podemos sentir como un pajarito que se fue del nido y que desea volver a él, a esa ramita del árbol, que aunque sea una ramita austera que se mueve con el viento, no deja de ser la casa de uno. Pedacito de rama mío, ¿cuándo volverá? Mi nido, ¿cuánto más para que en tus ojos se vuelvan a mirar los míos? Pedacito de tierra y valles, ¿cuándo volverá? Tus mares, ¿cuánto más para que en tus aguas se vuelvan a curar mi males. Ay, se me quebró la uña. Qué difícil. ¿Cuánto más para que tus aguas se vuelvan a curar? Mis males. Arriba México, señores. Well, for those of you who are just tuning in, yo soy Diana Gameros. Those of you who are here via Live in Peace and Dreamers Roadmap, so nice to meet you. So nice to know that you're here. Yo soy Diana Gameros, originally from Ciudad Juárez, Chihuahua, hija del desierto, hija de la frontera, hija de las polvaderas también, a daughter of the desert, daughter of a borderland en Ciudad Juárez, daughter of the dust. Hay mucho polvo en Juárez. El polvo que nos hace ir para acá y para allá. Soy una viajera, tengo más de 10 años viviendo en el área de la Bahía. I've been in the Bay Area for more than 10 years. I've been making music inspired by the stories of people who leave their homelands. I am myself an immigrant, and so as I share my story, I know that there's a lot of commonalities that I share with other people that are in search for home. Así es, ni una más, Ricky Roquero. Yes, I come from a land that has gone through a lot of pain, but also because I am from there and I've seen how Juarez has been coming back to light, little by little. We're not a perfect city, obviously. There's still so many problems and we are experiencing death, feminicides every day. However, I have also seen that people are rising up and people are lifting up their voices. And this is what we're doing right now. We're uplifting our spirits so that we can keep being of service for the movement. And right now, it's time, it has always been time to be in the service of the Black liberation movements. And that means a lot of things, but it is, I think it is important that we stay strong, that we check our privilege. A lot of us Latinos still have a lot of privilege. Yo muchas veces paso como una mujer blanca. You know, I'm a white passing Latinx, so I have to acknowledge that. I have to check that privilege and act with this privilege, right? What can I do as a white passing Mexican? And so I think it's important that we all ask ourselves that so that we can be of better service for the movement. Ultimately, we're not asking people to feel shame, we're just asking people to support and to join us. And right now, I am so grateful that you are joining, my friends. of Live in Peace, Dreamers Roadmap, and Cafiana to raise funds for families in East Palo Alto. And eventually, if they raise enough funds, they could maybe pueden abarcar más gente en California, ¿no? Por lo general, the people that they are helping are people that are undocumented, 90% of the families. Entonces, we can do this. Thank you so much to everyone who has already donated. It's really easy. Also, this, Instagram makes it so easy for us. So thank you so much for taking advantage of that platform. For those of you watching on Facebook, there's that link. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Muchas gracias a todos los que están dejando sus comentarios. Saludos hasta Ciudad Juárez. Rafa, un saludito de la gente, increíble cantante, colombiano, paisa. Natalie Campos, thanks everyone. ¿Qué quieren escuchar? Yo acá tengo mi setlist, pero pónganme ahí qué es lo que les gustaría escuchar. We also have a premiere coming up of a documentary that Claudia Escobar and KQED made about my journey as an immigrant. So this Wednesday, you can find more information on my website. I want to play music for you. This is Libre y Serena for all of us who are in search of that place that makes us feel at home, whatever home may mean to you. May we all feel free and serene. I know it could be hard during these times, but we've got the power to be in that space. And once we reach that place of freedom and serenity, I invite us all to fight for those who don't have it. Vas caminando y no sabes qué hacer. Vas caminando y no puedes ver. Y te ocultas del tiempo y llegas al mar. Llegas muy lejos, vuelves a empezar y preguntas ¿por qué quieres volver? A la arena caliente, a los pasos ligeros, a las fotos del baúl, a los ojos sinceros, al cálido viento, a la eterna mañana, al tiempo que te alcanza para dar y para amar. Vas recordando que el dinero no es todo, que el tiempo gastado en puro trabajo está bien invertido, que prefieres abrazos a un lindo vestido y que el tiempo no vuelve, el tiempo no vuelve, el tiempo no vuelve, el tiempo no vuelve. Oh, oh, oh. Tic tac, tic tac, tic tac, tic tac. Time's running out, my friends. This is the time for action, mobilizing, tic-tac, tic-tac. Y por eso te vas, y por eso te vas. A la arena caliente, a los pasos ligeros, a las fotos del baúl, a los ojos sinceros, al cálido viento, a la eterna mañana, al tiempo que te alcanza para dar y para más. A la arena caliente, a los pasos ligeros, a las fotos del baúl, a los ojos sinceros, al cálido viento, a la eterna mañana, al tiempo que te alcanza para dar y para más, a la casa rosada, al calor que faltaba, a la puerta color azul, a tu vida llenita de luz, 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 a tu vida llenita de luz. Y por eso te vas, y por eso te vas. Libre y serena, libre y sereno, libre, serena, Muchas gracias. Saludos. A ver, ¿quién está por aquí? Sí se puede. Así es, mi Rafa. Madeline. Thank you, Madeline. Mario, muchas gracias. Bendiciones, Denny, la mujer de las flores. Mira, acá tengo mis flores. Para mí, para ustedes, para nosotros. Y hablando de flores, les voy a mostrar this piece of artwork, que fue un regalo que me hicieron mis amigos de Gubbio Project. That's also another organization that helps people, unhoused neighbors, find a safe place. Pero bueno, all your donations right now are going to help families in East Palo Alto. Todas sus donaciones, no hay donación pequeña, la verdad. Si mis 5,000 seguidores de Instagram donaran $1, ya tendríamos $5,000, ¿no? Entonces, $1, $2, $3, no importa. Todo suma, everything counts, and so I am grateful for anything that you can give. Instagram, there is a way super easy here that you can do it. Facebook, there's the link right here. Yes, we're helping families, especially undocumented families who cannot pay rent. That's why we call it first of the month. We're showing up for them so that they can have a time to provide for their families. A lot of these people are losing their jobs as well, and so they have no way. Most of the undocumented community work in service or are nannies or work in restaurants, and so they lost their jobs. So we are here to say, we see you, we hear you, and we are helping you in tangible ways. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. And bueno, más musiquita. I live by the ocean, and during the night I die dive into it, down to the bottom, underneath all currents, and drop my anchor in this is where I'm staying. This is my home. I live by the ocean, and during the night I dive into it, down to the bottom, underneath all currents, and drop my anchor. And this is where I'm staying. This is my home. Mi regalito de home. A shout out to Gubio Project as well, doing amazing things. Bueno, ¿qué quieren escuchar? Venmo, Deli. Yeah, I suppose you can Venmo me at Diana Rameros, and I'll make sure that Live in Peace gets the donations so that our families in East Palo Alto can secure a home each month that they are not working during this pandemic. Entre una lluvia de estrellas viene el amor. Trae abiertas las alas y el corazón bombo. Golpeando por los techos repiqueteó. Casado de alpargatas, alguien lo vio por ahí. Dicen que cuando llegue le van a dar. Dicen que cuando llegue le van a dar. Unas alas pa' que aprenda, unas alas pa' que aprenda él a volar, ella a volar. Unas alas pa' que aprenda, unas alas pa' que aprenda él a volar, ella a volar, él a volar. Entre una lluvia de estrellas viene el amor. Trae abiertas las alas y el corazón bombo. Golpeando por los techos repiqueteó. Casado de alpargatas, alguien lo vio por ahí. Dicen que cuando llegue le van a dar. Dicen que cuando llegue le van a dar. Unas alas pa' que aprenda, unas alas pa' que aprenda él a volar, él a volar. Unas alas pa' que aprenda, unas alas para que aprenda ella a volar, 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 ella a Bueno, ahí quedó una canción de Uruguay. Muchas gracias a los que están sintonizando. Chamuco Cibernético quiere escuchar para papá. Pues muchas gracias por sus peticiones, por estar aquí, por sus donaciones. A los que nos están viendo en Facebook, en Instagram, ya llegamos a $1,345. Es increíble que tan solo una hora podamos recaudar eso. Necesitamos mucho más. Suena como que estamos pidiendo mucho, pero en realidad the cost of living in the Bay Area is huge. Es muy costoso, entonces todas sus donaciones van a sumar y vamos a poder ayudar a 300 familias. Esa es la meta. The goal is to help 300 families. They've already helped 187. However, we know that the need is immense, and so if you can donate, anything helps. Anything is great. Or spread the word if you can't help financially. I'm doing this just not for this hour, but you can always go back to liveinpeace.org and donate through there and check out the work that they're doing. They're a grassroots organization along with Dreamers Roadmap in Capiana. I hope I'm saying that name right. Let me check. Cafenia. Yo soy un poquito disléxica. A ver. Ah, el chamuco cibernético, Richie. Qué lindo. Sí, mucha gente. Es hermoso ver cómo la gente se está poniendo las pilas para ayudar, ¿no? Richie, I want to give a shout out to him. He just raised funds to help 12 students get a hold of computers. Increíble, Richie. Te mando un abrazo y un saludo. Me conmueve mucho también lo que hiciste tú. He's helping kids en Ciudad Juárez. And so actually, I think, ¿todavía la tienes, la campaña, Richie? A ver, mándame un mensajito por ahí. Sería lindo también apoyar tu campaña. Mucha necesidad en todos lados. These are hard times. We all need to be gearing in action for all the things that are happening. But we can do it. We can totally do it. We have the strength. We have the means. Bueno. Ese que me llevas, ese que me alejas, ese que no dejas respirar, ese que mareas, ese que me desesperas, ese que me avientas a ningún lugar. Viento de la vida, dime que es normal. Viento Viento de la vida donde puedo cobijar mis miedos. Viento de la vida, cuánto hay que esperar. Viento de la vida, como desentumecer mis dedos. Y estos dos brazos que tengo yo para pelear, aunque no quiero. ¿Dónde esconderme? ¿Dónde ir? Porque habré de escapar así sin más, sin antes avisarle al mundo que no es por ser cobarde. No es por falta de razón que me quiera yo escapar de este viento que me aleja y no me deja respirar. Viento de la vida, dime que es normal. Viento de la vida, donde puedo cobijar mis miedos. Viento de la vida, cuánto hay que esperar. Viento de la vida, como desentumecer mis dedos. Y estos dos brazos que tengo yo para pelear, aunque no quiero. But we must, my friends, the time is now. It has always been the time to fight, pero ahora sí más que nunca, standing in solidarity with our Black sisters and brothers. It's the time. Ese duele, se asusta, se eruda, se escucha. Quiero esconderme más de ti. Ya no existe el miedo escapar. Y en las manos abundancia, ya al final de este camino, cada paso ha valido. Ya no existe miedo escapa, y en las manos abundancia, ya al final de este camino, cada paso ha valido. Thank you so much, everybody. We have 30 seconds left of this live stream. I just want to thank you. Thank you so much. Keep donating to Live in Peace so we can help families have a home for the next few months during this pandemic. I love you. And Facebook, we're still live, pero denme chance de terminar el Instagram. No existe el miedo a escapar. Y en las manos abundancia, ya al final este camino, cada paso ha valido. Ya no existe el miedo a escapar. Y en las manos abundancia, y al final este camino, cada paso ha valido. Estoy terminando el live stream de Instagram. Thank you for your patience. Da 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 Denny, thank you so much for your donation. You're amazing. Okay, amigos, thank you. We finished the Instagram live. Neil, no, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. And anyway, thank you so much for joining. Liveinpeace.org is the organization that is raising the funds or gathering them. However, this is an effort by 3 organizations: Live in Peace, Dreamers Roadmap, which is an amazing organization founded by Sarahi Salamanca, this woman who, when she was a little girl, she was only 15, 16 years old, with dreams of going to college, she found out she was undocumented. She did not know this. And she just cruzó desierto y mares y turbulencias until she was able to navigate herself through scholarships and getting the funds needed so she can go to university. She founded Dreamers Roadmap. And so now she's raising funds. She lives in East Palo Alto. So we can help families pay rent on the first of the month. And that's why this initiative is called First of the Month. So thank you everyone for your donations. Thank you for showing up. Thank you just for simply being here and sharing this space, holding space for uplifting our souls and getting stronger, right? Because we need it in these times. Nada, bueno, para los que están en Facebook, les canto una cancioncita más y me despido. Thank you to the ones who are tuning in via YouTube también. Qué lindos. Muchas gracias. Cámbialo superficial, cambia también lo profundo, cambia el modo de pensar, cambia todo en este mundo, cambia el clima con los años, cambia el pastor su rebaño, y así como todo cambia, que yo cambie no es extraño. Cambia el más fino brillante, de mano en mano su brillo. Cambia el nido el pajarillo, cambia el sentir un amante, cambia el rumbo el caminante, aunque esto le cause daño, y así como todo cambia, que yo cambie no es extraño. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia el sol en su carrera cuando la noche subsiste. Cambia la planta y se viste de flores la primavera. Cambia el pelaje, la fiera, cambia el cabello el anciano, y así como todo cambia, que yo cambie no es extraño. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Pero no cambia mi amor, por más lejos que me encuentre, ni el recuerdo ni el dolor de mi pueblo y de mi gente. Y lo que cambió ayer tendrá que cambiar mañana, así como cambio yo en estas tierras lejanas. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Pero no cambia mi amor, por más lejos que me encuentre, ni el recuerdo ni el dolor de mi pueblo y de mi gente. Y lo que cambió ayer tendrá que cambiar mañana, así como cambio yo en estas tierras lejanas. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Cambia, todo cambia. Bueno, ahora sí, nos despedimos. Muchas gracias a todos por sus donaciones. this is a tangible way to help our most vulnerable community. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for staying in the fight, in the cause, in the light. And yo sé que juntos vamos a salir de esta. Todos, todos. I wish you love and health, and we'll see you next time. Adios.